Hey everybody, welcome to the Renew Show. Want to thank you for tuning in. This is our last live broadcast, at least for a while. So we decided that we were going to do a question and answer session with all of the hosts, so you can get to know anything about us, whether it's personal things, because it still could be weight loss related, but we talk about our weight loss a lot, so I figure that's kind of boring. So anything you want to ask us, it's your chance to ask, and for each other, we're able to ask each other any questions. I hope the ladies really have good questions for each other and can just kind of let me read stuff off to the side. So, we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to let all the hosts say hello from left to right, and hopefully they know the order by now. Uh,
I know I'm first, so cool. Hi guys, I am Sarah from the Smiling Loose Fat team.
Hi guys, Sherry Ann, Jazz Wife KNS.
Hi, I'm Brooke, Crazy Running Mom.
and I'm Khalif, Fat Guy Skinny Wallet. All right, so uh, I guess we can start off. No, let's not start off with that question that we had talking about before we came on.
Might want to
Okay.
save that one.
I do have one
gosh.
that I was thinking of before that is actually sort of weight loss related, and I was watching something and it just popped into my head and it's like, this is a good question. So I want to know from everyone, um, do you now or did you have a moment or an experience that sticks with you now and kind of serves as motivation as far as weight loss? Whether it could be something like you had to get a seatbelt extender on a plane, or you couldn't fit through a certain space, or, one of those types. It didn't have to be embarrassing, but something that made you say, whoa, this is really too far with the way that I feel or the way that I look, and I have to change. And even 3 years later, you still remember that every once in a while. So I don't know who wants to go first, but do you have a
I
moment
want to
like
go
that?
first
Okay.
because I had something recently. Um, well, Sarah and I have talked about this, and probably even on here, that one of our biggest motivations for getting healthy, not so much just weight loss, but getting healthy, is the whole idea of being in a, I don't know, like a life or death situation, not having the strength to get yourself out of it. Like if you're hanging off a cliff or something, you can't hold your own body weight up, something like that. So, along those lines, uh, well, I guess you guys would know that a couple weeks ago, Khalif was here and his back went out in a really dramatic, scary way. Like he really screamed out in pain and fell on the floor and couldn't move, and it was just extremely scary. And we ended up having to call the ambulance for him. But in any case, I was just so helpless. I was like ridiculously helpless. Like there was just nothing at all that I could do. Just there was just nothing. And I mean, I don't know if I'm ever going to be strong enough to pick him up on my back or whatever. Like that's not the point. But it's still motivation for me to just want to be stronger than I am. Feeling that weak and that um, oh my gosh, just feeling that weak was really hard. It was extremely hard. So for me, that was motivation again to I just with my health it's hard, but whatever I can do when I can, I want to be as strong as I can. So yeah, that's it for me.
Okay.
Um, I didn't really have like a moment, like some people have like these moments where they like it clicks in their head or anything. I mean, I even went to the ER with chest pains and thought I was having a heart attack, and I still gained more weight after that. But I think it was just like I started thinking about my quality of life, like the things that I didn't do because either I was embarrassed at what I would look like or embarrassed that I couldn't do it as well as other people, like play sports or go for a walk, like I was maybe just not I wasn't really embarrassed at like what I looked like on an everyday basis, but when I started doing stuff. Does that make sense? You know, it's like when I was being physically active, then I was kind of like embarrassed. But that was definitely a big motivation for me. And like I've always said, my main motivation was to have a family, to be able to have a safe and healthy pregnancy. But I never really had like that one moment. I mean, I took trips overseas and had to use seatbelt extenders all the time, and it never, nothing. But yeah, so, and I do want to be able to hold myself up on a cliff if I ever have that issue. I want to be able to live and outrun the bad guy and maybe kick his butt. I don't know,
Would
That's
be
why I
nice.
do Tai Bo, Okay.
I hope a little better than Taibo. I'm just saying, like an actual martial art would be nice.
Well, they say it's to like learn how to protect yourself, get in shape, but I don't know. If I saw somebody doing Tai Bo moves at me, I'd be like, "Whoa, this guy's a freak," and I'd be running. So
You just think
maybe
he's crazy and unstable. That's all.
yeah, that's my goal.
How about you, Brooke?
I don't think I had a particular moment, but I remember the first time I had to go to a plus size store, and it got a lot bigger than that. But I had never even knew that they're plus size clothes. Like I didn't even consider like how people got their clothes. And then suddenly I was buying them, and like they're on the hanger, and you have to like unfold the pants, and it was that was tough. But yeah, I guess it didn't really stop me because I got bigger.
And for me, I think it was being on a plane, and oh man, the seats was so uncomfortable. I mean, so uncomfortable. I actually wrote a blog post about it because it was just ridiculous, just how tight I felt in the seats. Like I couldn't even go into my pocket to or reach to the side to grab my cell phone to look at it for something. So it was just really, really, really horrible, and it just felt so uncomfortable. Um, that I just said, okay, that's the thing that I think about, the most. Like that's the thing that I come back to. It's not even that like from that day I became a machine. It wasn't like that, but when I think about how bad being overweight is, walking up a flight of stairs and breathing heavy is one thing, and barely fitting between whether it's those seats or in a doctor's office. I don't know why doctor's offices have to have the tightest seats, or a classroom or something like that, and trying to squeeze into something, or the worst, absolute worst, are the desks that they still have at Rutgers University, and some of the ones that have the little half desk tied to the seat, and it actually folds down like this, and it like folds over your stomach if you have a really big one, and like you can't really wedge in all the way, and then like the desk is like this, and you can't write, and so yeah, those two things are the things that's the worst, because especially with that one, you feel like everyone's looking at you, and that so yeah, and nowadays if someone sees something like that, they're taking a picture of it and putting it up on social media and making a meme out of it. So that's that. Like I don't want to be a meme, and I don't want to be in somebody's like funny video that they post a Vine or something. So that's like the thing that I think about.
I've thought about that too. When everyone started taking pictures of people, especially people in Walmart and stuff like that, I've had that thought. I'm like, oh Lord, please don't ever let me end up on someone's
Yes.
Facebook wall, like a picture of me from the back or something crazy.
I try and make sure I look extra good when I go to Walmart just
Right?
in case. Like, not sure. But why do those desks even exist still? Like, they're so annoying. Like,
I don't know. Why would you have it in a college? Like that's what I had
yeah,
in like first
little
grade. Why do you
kids.
have it in a college?
I don't know. Whatever. Well, it's your university, so.
Yeah, I guess I graduated from there too, so I can't
See?
hide from it at all. Okay, so we have a question from Matthew Smelling, and he says, "Is there anything or something that you secretly liked that you hope no one finds out about? such as I bought a Celine Dion CD. Oh man. And a Boyzone. I don't even know what Boyzone is. That just sounds bad. A Boyzone CD, which really isn't that manly, but I also bought the Mortal Kombat soundtrack to balance this out. So, do you guys have anything such as Matthew's Celine Dion and Boyzone CDs that you have a kind of a secret thing that you like that's really you really should be ashamed of yourself for liking? Let's see. Sherry Ann, you want to go first?
Honestly, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I can't go first, and I can't say that I do because I'm not ashamed of the things that I like. I have some quirky taste. And as a matter of fact, what's great is that Sarah and I share a lot of the quirky taste that we have. So I have a partner in crime. So, and I'm not ashamed. So I like Murder, She Wrote. I like Walker, Texas Ranger. I love Matlock. I love 80s music. I love Pat Benatar. I don't know. I like stuff. I don't know.
So far, you didn't mention.
So.
You didn't mention anything you should be ashamed of, Sherry Ann.
Exactly. Like, I'm not ashamed of it. All of these are things that Khalif makes fun of me for, but oh wow.
Well, no, wait. All these are things that everyone in your life except Sarah makes fun of you for. Okay, let's clarify that.
No, then you guys are wrong. You're wrong.
No.
Thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. Let's see. I'll clarify what Boyzone is. It's like a British. I think they're British.
Oh man.
They're British. They're a British boy band, like not Boys to Men. They're not that cool. They're like
Block.
Yeah, Backstreet Boys. Yeah, okay. And I make fun of Matt all the time for his Celine Dion CD. I'm so horrible. And I always sing to him his favorite song on that album. Anyways, I don't know if there's anything I'm really embarrassed about because I'm like Sherry Ann. I have very quirky tastes and lots of things. But I guess if we're going to talk music-wise, I'm always talking about how much I hate country music, but there are some, like Reba McEntire and Garth Brooks songs that I really love, and I have a Garth Brooks CD in the car right now, and I actually went to a country concert once, but that was my mom's fault. She made me go, but like I'll find myself singing like Reba McEntire and Garth Brooks songs, and then I'll be like, shh, don't let people know. So that's it.
Well, you know, Sarah, I would rather you like Reba McEntire than John Denver.
Don't even
in my
go
opinion.
there. See,
I'm
we
just
can't
saying.
do that. We
I'm just
can't.
saying.
No. See, you keep your jazz and I keep my folk, and then we're okay.
What you saying about jazz though?
See, you know, my knowledge of jazz doesn't go any farther than what the Cosby Show told me. That's it. That's all I know. So,
Okay, Bill Cosby has some great taste in music.
I know some of the stuff, but it's just never drawn me in. But maybe I just need to be educated more.
So, Brooke, how about you?
I'm like you guys said, I'm not really embarrassed about like the kind of music I like. I like a lot of really like smutty TV shows. Music, I like all different kinds of music. Like I have my presets because I have XM, Sirius, whatever it is. I have 60 Soul station, and I have an alternative station, a top 20 station, and an indie music station, and a country station, and I have BYU. Yeah, so I don't know. Like, do I have anything? Probably the weirdest thing about me, I talk to myself a lot. I talk to myself for hours every day. Like while my husband's at work, while I'm running in my car. I mean, I literally talk to myself for several hours every day out loud.
That probably makes you more sane than the rest of us who don't.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
actually pretty normal. That's not weird. I don't think it is.
I mean,
yeah.
like a lot, like a lot.
Do you actually have full-blown conversations where you think things
Oh
out?
yes. And I'll
Yeah.
talk from another person's point of view.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's probably so healthy.
I do that
probably
all the
is.
Hmm. I don't know. I can't think. I mean, when you have impeccable taste, like, what do you
Ooh, can I tell
what do you
Khalif's
pick?
quirky
You
thing?
have to, because I have
Yes,
impeccable
say
taste.
it. You can say it.
Khalif thinks Shaquille O'Neal is like the best rapper on earth.
Okay.
He bought like all his albums.
All his albums? Like there's more than one?
Yes, and he's just like he had platinum
He had
albums.
like 3 platinum albums. Come on.
I didn't even know he had more than one
Shaq
album.
I would
Easy.
imagine they were doing a Space Jam.
Come on.
Khalif.
Huh?
No one except Khalif knows he has more than one
No.
album.
See, and here's the
I'm
thing,
going
though.
to investigate this.
It's not that I think he was a great rapper. It's that he's very, very entertaining. And you know, if you listen to hip hop back then, it was just about having fun, entertaining. When they did rap battles, the battle was to say who's the one who could keep you dancing the most, who's the ones who could get your hands up or get the crowd hype. So it wasn't about like, you know, I'm tougher from the street. Actually, he is from the streets, but that wasn't what it was about. It was just about listening to it and thinking that was funny or that was clever. And I just thought he was really funny. Some of the stuff that he said is like, this guy is really silly, and you see even now, he's a funny guy. So when he raps,
Okay.
it's funny. That's all.
He is funny. I'm blown away by how many albums came up here. I mean,
And Khalif had
he
okay.
did. There was 3 that came out in 1996 alone.
See, and guys, his love of Shaquille is so intense that in our conversations, Khalif quotes from the songs on a regular basis.
Now
Like this is a
wait,
part of my life.
that's not just with Shaq songs. That's with all music. With me, every word that I hear is associated with some song that I know, and so anything
Yes.
you say, it bam, a song pops up.
That is true, but
you
a
know.
lot of times it's Shaquille O'Neal.
He's the prominent one. That's great. Do you have these CDs?
funny stuff? No, I don't know where they. I mean, this is out when I had cassette tapes, when I had my Walkman.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
because his first album was probably in '93. So you know, gosh, that was 22 years ago. So you know,
Oh, hushity,
I
hush,
checked.
don't say that.
Well,
He
what-
knows
what
what-
was it, Brooke?
Oh, man.
She's fact checking over there.
Okay, see, so yeah, so it was, I'm pretty sure, because '93 was when he got drafted, and he had a line in one of his songs was "Who's the first pick," and I'm not going
Oh
to say
boy.
that, but he, you know, he was talking about that in the song. So anyway, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. This
But
is
he talked.
great.
But the thing is that he had some hot rappers rapping with him. He had Redman
Oh my
rapping with him.
gosh.
He had Method Man. He had the RZA. He had Biggie. I mean, he had a lot of prominent rappers
He
who
could
was
probably
rapping on
buy the
his
whole Wu-Tang Clan with
Yeah,
like
he
one
had
side of the
Wu-Tang. So of course.
Okay, I'll admit that if he didn't have all that money, he probably wouldn't have, you know, done a lot with rapping. But he's not the only one. Kobe Bryant made a song too, and I had
He
that.
did.
Allen Iverson rapped. Chris Webber rapped. I mean, I guess a lot of these guys from the hood was like their way out was going to be either being a tremendous athlete or being a rapper. So, you know, it's like you get into both and you made it in one and you still have aspirations to do the other. So, you know.
Sure.
So I don't know if you consider that
Awesome.
weird. The thing that I was going to say, because it said my taste is great. So it was just that I love certain like kid shows or cartoons, even though we don't have any kids, and I can watch them without being around my nieces and nephews and other kids in my
This
life.
is not weird.
You know,
It's
like I
not.
love SpongeBob. You know, there's a few other ones like that. Phineas and
We watch
Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, so there are ones like that that I can watch that I just really, you know, enjoy, even if there aren't kids around.
But I think they write those shows for adults to enjoy them too. Like a lot of humor, I think, is definitely, you know.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Like in Pixar movies and Disney movies
Yeah.
and stuff, there's a lot of humor that little kids don't really get, you know.
Right.
Matt and I watch cartoons all the time. We just watched He-Man this morning, so.
Oh, that was my jam back in the
He-Man.
day. And the real one, too. Not the modern.
No, the real one. Where at the end they always told you the lesson.
Yeah.
Like the moral.
Yeah, just like Thundercats where they did that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Don't get me started.
And G.I. Joe, of course.
Yeah. Oh, G.I. Joe. Now you know. Knowing is half the battle. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
All right. Sorry. Okay. So the next question is from Lola K. She asks, "What is your favorite thing to do with your free time?" So who wants to go first?
Mm,
Favorite. That's hard.
yeah, it is.
How you should go first since we've
Yeah.
going first.
I can try to go first. I don't really have much free time, so it's hard to really say. Wow. I don't know. I don't have free time. I'm always catching up on things. I'm always doing something. I don't get to relax much. I mean, just hanging out with Sherry Ann. We'll take a walk or go for a drive, or I'll be tortured through one of these shows that she likes to watch. Either someone's badly solving a pretty obvious mystery, or they're shopping for a house that they already own secretly, or
Leave passengers alone.
they're trying to renovate a house, and even though everything's perfect with the house, they have to try to build drama, and it's always something like it's one of those things. But
Leave
I
my
just enjoy
HGTV
hanging out
alone.
with Sherry Ann, so we'll do something like that, and I'll just endure the torture, and then she gets mad at me for asking questions so I can better understand what we're watching.
Let's not get started on this.
So you can better criticize whatever I'm watching.
No, I just want to know what's going on, so I ask questions.
Sure.
All right, so now someone else has to say.
I guess what I would do, like I enjoy the most, is pretty much just spending time with Matthew. We usually watch Netflix, and if it's nice out, like in the summertime, we always go for walks at night. I love going for walks at night in the summertime because it's, one, a lot cooler, and it's just something about walking at night I always have enjoyed, but don't really do that in the wintertime. So, yeah, that's it. Pretty much just hanging out with Matt, watching things, playing zombie games on the Xbox. We're really cool. We kill all the zombies. We're cool. Yeah, that's it.
You guys know that I stay at home, so it's a little bit easier to find free time when you're at home and like you can kind of make your own schedule, I guess. Ben and I always hang out the same. We get the boys are in bed at 8 o'clock, and they're very good about going to bed. We put them to bed at 8, and that's it. So we always have a couple hours. We go to bed at 10, so we have a little bit of time every night. My favorite hobby is obviously running. I'd like to do that. I don't have any other hobbies. I keep trying to create one for myself, and it just never pans out.
Yeah.
I tried cross-stitching. I don't know. I can't diversify.
I'm the same. Like, I think my favorite thing in the world is just spending time with Khalif. We could be in the desert with nothing and just have a great time together. So that's probably like just first on the list, Besides that, I mean, just give me anything creative and I'm happy. So if I'm reading or writing or, anything really, if I'm dancing or playing music or just anything creative,
Yeah.
I'm just happy.
I should have said playing piano and singing. Yeah, but I sing all the time. Like, seriously, if you hang out at my house, yeah.
You should start a YouTube channel for your singing.
I should.
Yeah, and you should actually, if you had a channel like that, you should post to it.
What a great idea.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess I could add that, too, that I love listening to music, but I try to do it in the background, but I get so into the music that it takes over what I'm doing. And I no lie, I could listen to a video like an album on YouTube that is not a live picture. It's just a picture, but I have to have that picture up on the screen somewhere, even if it's like halfway, because it represents the music, and my eyes need to see something that represents the music.
Really?
I can't just have. There's no such thing as background music for me. Like I could, when I used to run, I would run and put the music on, and I would like get to the end of a block that's 2 miles long and have no idea how I got there. I won't remember if I ran in the street for part of it or on the sidewalk for all of it. I won't remember anything because I was so into the music and what they were doing that I just when the song or album ended, then I'm just where I am, and it's like, oh, okay,
Wow.
the song's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets,
That's
so I
accurate.
actually, if I'm sometimes when I'm reading something, I have to turn all the music off in order to read because my mind is just going to what they're playing and I can't focus.
Yeah.
No.
What did you run to, Jazz?
Different things. Sometimes I ran to a lot of hip hop actually.
Shaq.
Not did I run? Not
You were
really.
more hardcore.
Just
You were
like
more
one or
hardcore
two of
for
his
run.
songs, but other things that I probably couldn't play on YouTube or I wouldn't play around any children. Things I used to listen to back before I became a Christian. Sometimes I would listen to those things, like some EPMD stuff or Redman or different things. Anything that had a beat that was intense enough to make me forget that I was running, because I didn't like running. So anything that could really make me just give me a rhythm that was pushing me and it pushes my mind, not just physically. So anything like, but yeah, a lot of jazz. I listened to a lot of. I had a playlist of jazz, hip hop, and gospel that I would listen to that all was like that. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if this guys make you feel better or not, but Alicia said that Cheyenne and Sarah aren't weird because she loves all those things, all the shows that you guys love, plus Golden Girls.
Golden Girls is the best
Yes.
show. Come on.
Yes.
That's just one of the greatest shows ever made.
Thank you for being a friend. Yeah. I wish it was on Netflix. Seriously, I'd watch it all the time.
Colin, you can admit Golden Girls is a great show, right?
I'm not gonna say great. I won't go that far, but I watched this like if it was nothing on, like there was no Sports Center, and it landed on Golden Girls. I was okay with it because I loved the mother,
Yeah.
the oldest
Sophia,
character.
awesome.
Yeah, I loved her. But yeah. So, but it wasn't something I sought out like looking at TV Guide like when is Golden Girls coming on. But I didn't have to turn away. It's much better than Murder She Wrote. Like when you look at the scale. So I was okay with
I
that.
don't know.
Oh, okay. Rebecca Studer asks, what is your favorite animated Disney movie and why? And she says, mine is Beauty and the Beast, and I just watched it before the show. I love that Prince Adam gives Belle a library. Okay.
She borrowed my DVD, by the way.
Of course.
Okay, so what is your favorite animated Disney movie?
I was never. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go, Brooke.
I was never really into those movies growing up. Like, I didn't really care about The Little Mermaid or Beauty and the Beast or anything like that. But I did like the older ones. I think so. Probably my favorite is Fantasia. I'm gonna put like a nerd card. And like, I love Fantasia. It's good.
It
Yes.
is. Fantasia is amazing.
I haven't even seen the new one. I'm faithful to the old one.
I've never seen it at all. But I know a couple people named Fantasia, but I never saw a movie named that.
She was on American Idol, wasn't she?
I don't know.
Yeah.
There was a
There
singer
was
by that name
Fantasia
too.
American Idol as
Like I
well.
grew up with a couple people with that name.
I don't know. I have to think about it. You go, Sherry.
I think mine would probably be Beauty and the Beast, too. Rebecca.
Yeah.
I think it helped that we sang we sang like the sound, the songs in high school. So like, I knew all the songs and the parts and all. Like, I think all that helped. And also, I'm in love with everything French. So the fact that it was, so I think all those things really helped Beauty and the Beast be my favorite.
Yeah. See, this is a hard question because I grew up hardcore Disney fan,
Yeah, 'cause
and
you're
I am
obsessed.
still I am still a hardcore Disney fan. In fact, I just cleaned out like my old VHS tapes, and it was so hard to give away my Disney VHS tapes because I love them, but I have them on DVD. But it's something about that case. It's magical. Like, it was really hard, but I had to get rid of them. Anyways, I have to say two. I can't narrow it down. My top two favorites, and she's going to know exactly what I'm going to say, is The Little Mermaid. I was obsessed with that growing up. And Brave. I really love Brave. Those are my two favorites.
I saw Brave for the first time like a month ago. Yeah, I hadn't seen it before, but it really was adorable.
I
It is
have
cute.
I have it like memorized. Like I can have a conversation being Merida. Like it's not even right. Like it isn't. It's so bad. My nieces and I, when we get together, like one of us will say something, and then we bust into a song from a Disney movie, and like it's just totally normal. Then we just continue on. Matt just
I really liked it because it wasn't about a romance.
yes.
I really liked it for that reason.
And it was just good, and she just didn't fit the typical Disney princess, and I liked it a lot. And see, she was a redhead, and Ariel's a redhead. What? It must be the red hair I'm drawn to. I don't know. I also love Beauty and the Beast, too, but I had to limit myself. There you go.
So, Khalif, what's your favorite?
I'm looking on Wikipedia for a list of Disney movies.
And
Aw.
just so you know, Finding Nemo's Pixar.
And apparently I've never seen a Disney movie.
They're owned by Disney now, so it should count, because Brave is Pixar, isn't it?
I don't
Well,
know.
Yeah, it's Disney Pixar. So.
I know that when
At the
I
time,
saw a
it
couple
wasn't.
of Pixar movies, but when they came out, they weren't Disney. But Disney
Yeah.
bought the
True.
rights to them. So, like, I mean, Finding Nemo would probably be on this list, my favorite movie, but it's not like a Disney movie. But besides that and The Incredibles, it doesn't. And Toy Story, it doesn't look like I've ever
No,
seen
Toy
a Disney
Story's
movie.
Yeah.
There are so many.
Yes. There
I
are a
mean,
lot of Disney.
like, I'm scrolling for a very long time. This is ridiculous. How
Yeah.
many movies? Wow, this is probably
Yeah.
like 70 on this list or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and I've heard of, I mean, I've heard of some of these, like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, but I've never seen them. So we're gonna go with Finding Nemo and count that because that
Yeah,
was.
we'll give you a Pixar movie.
But I can't
Yeah.
watch the first like 4 or 5 minutes of it
It's
Yeah.
because
sad.
the
Super
she
sad.
dies,
Mhm.
Yeah, I
like,
can't
you
watch
know,
that scene either.
and all the babies except one die. Like
Yeah.
I can't watch that.
Yeah,
It's
it's
pretty
really sad.
traumatizing.
Like
Yeah.
no, I
It
mean
is.
I honestly can't. Like I used to actually. The day that it came out, I remember it came out on a Tuesday, and Walmart had it for like $15, and you had 2 discs and a
Mhm.
video game with it. And so I bought that set the day that it came out because I saw it in the theater and I loved it. And I used to watch it. I used to work overnight and I was going to school like day and night, so I'd only be able to sleep for like 2 or 3 hours. So whenever I was sleeping, I would put that movie on to help me fall asleep
Oh my gosh.
every single time.
You
And I
watched
always
it, like,
had to
every
start it
day.
at the second scene because I could not watch that part. And so that was always playing while I was sleeping.
Khalif,
Aww.
Matt worked overnights, and I would put Finding Nemo on to get me to sleep at night, too.
Really?
I watched it every
Aw.
night. Yeah.
My
That's how
sister.
every single night. And it was soothing. The colors, the
Yes.
sound. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man,
That's
it was,
awesome.
and it was like 2 discs, and there was only one of them that I
Yep.
could watch because the other one, once it went off, it went to the menu, and the menu
Yes.
made too many noises,
Mhm.
and it
Yeah.
would wake me up. So I had to put the other one on that didn't have the interactive menu.
I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Actually, that's a good question. Do you guys have either any scenes from a movie or any movies that traumatized you so much that you can't watch it again? Not because it was necessarily scary, but even just emotional. That, like, after you watched it one time, like, you were just like, I can't watch this ever again.
There's a few
Okay.
movies like that where it's like I don't know how anyone can watch them over again. But I can't think of any like one little quirky part. Yeah, there's definitely movies that I will not see again.
I know I have quite a few. I'm trying to think of them now. Like I know, like some of them I want to watch again, but it's just I'm just prevented from remembering the effect of the first time. Like I know Hotel Rwanda for me was one of them. Like it was an excellent movie, but it was just so intense and emotional and everything that I can't watch it again.
Yeah.
The Passion of the Christ for me, I don't think I can watch that movie ever again either. Like that was just too much. Like I think I have to just
Schindler's List, I couldn't watch
Schindler's
again.
List.
Requiem for a Dream, I couldn't watch that again.
Okay,
I wanted to watch Requiem for a Dream, but I feel like that's one of those movies. I can tell it's one of those movies.
you guys are saying like all these really deep movies, and mine is like totally not even. It's like, and mine's not even a movie. It's an episode of Doctor Who. It's the episode.
But that's okay. Is it like the angel ones? The blinking angel thing?
No,
okay.
no, I can watch that. It's when the 10th Doctor regenerates into the 11th Doctor, and I'm telling you, I bawled like a baby for an hour after the show. I was crying. Matt had to console me, like I just couldn't, and I won't watch it again. I just can't. It wrecked me emotionally.
I really didn't understand that.
I just couldn't. I was too attached.
I can't understand that.
I can. People get attached to the doctors. It's their thing. It's not my thing, but it's their thing.
You just get so emotionally involved. Like, I was invested in this. And just, I couldn't. Yep. And then Lord of the Rings in the first one, I still watch it, but I cry every time when Boromir dies. When they're shooting the arrows, I just cry.
Oh, okay. Which one is that? Because I thought he became the king.
No, Boromir is the one that was going to steal the ring from Frodo. And
but then he died saving the little ones.
Why do you care that he died and he was trying to punk Frodo for the ring?
But no, he turned right. He recognized what he was doing and he was trying to fix it.
I think because he was dreamy.
That might have helped too.
That's what it was.
He's my favorite, though. He was my favorite from the beginning. I don't know. Okay.
I'm trying to think of, like, there's like, you know, with Finding Nemo, you always move back to the beginning. Like, there are other movies like that for me. I can't think of them. But I just move past the first part, like, just to, you know, like, I absolutely can't just watch the first. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can't watch the death scene in Cooley High.
Yeah.
You know, when the guy just gets punched and his head bangs into that pipe, and like he dies instantly, and you actually see him. That's like, yeah, I can't watch that part.
Yeah. Movies are like that are really impacting. It's crazy. But yeah.
Oh, okay. One part that freaked me out in a movie, but I think I can kind of laugh now about it, is when I watched the first Nightmare on Elm Street, when Freddy got lit on fire and he survived, and then he walked up the stairs and the stairs were carpeted. So when they walked in the house, they saw these big fiery footprints leading up into the bedroom. Like, that was the freakiest thing to me, is that you just see like fire footprints.
Of all the things, I mean, as a child, that was number one. Number one.
Me too. Freddy was the
Freddy was very scary.
I've never seen a single one, so.
Oh, really? Freddy's so awesome.
I don't like horror movies, so I don't watch them.
Yeah, but he's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
You'll laugh now.
He creeps me out. Just
witty. It's very,
face.
very witty.
Yeah.
Nah.
There's nothing better than a witty psycho killer.
Okay, so Sleeve Rocker Pete has a he has a question for us, I guess. He asked, so when are you guys gonna come clean on this silly April Fool's joke about canceling the live show?
I didn't even think of that.
I know, me neither.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pete.
Wish we could. but we do have a question from Alicia. She wants to know, who is your celebrity crush?
Hmm.
I know what Khalif would say for me. He would say any old white guy.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
Oh, did you like
Patrick Stewart.
Sean Connery and stuff like that? Like,
Yes,
is that-
I love old white men. I do.
She loves
Patrick
all of them. She loves,
Stewart.
what's
Just,
the guy? We were just talking about Lord of the Rings. She liked the wizard.
oh, Ian,
Ian
yeah.
McKellen.
Yeah, all those guys that are
No,
like
but not
old.
as Gandalf, only as Magneto. It's a difference. He was
Really?
very enigmatic as Magneto.
Yeah.
As
Uh-huh.
Gandalf, he was a
I
little
can see
weird.
that. Yeah, I can see that.
What,
No,
what
see,
about the guy from A-Team, Hannibal, the
Oh,
leader?
yeah, he was gorgeous. Come
See?
on.
I hate the A-Team, so I can't even.
So
What
pretty
happened?
much people who look the furthest away from her husband, that's her crush. Anyone who looks the least like her husband, that's her crush right there. So
I have to admit,
there you
though, like
go.
even Matlock, like I thought he was really cute.
That's funny.
Andy Griffith was adorable. Yes, I really.
He
Andy
is
Griffith's
so
cute.
adorable.
I have a thing for old white men. I don't know what it is.
That's great.
That's so funny.
It's just a thing. I don't know.
I like Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs.
Dude.
I can see that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's like my TV husband. I like him. He's just like man's man, and he's like man, and he's just, I don't know, he's so handsome and like rugged kind of. I like him.
And he's smart. He's really intelligent.
I like it. I like the way his mind works. I really do.
And
I
he's
like
an
that.
opera singer. What?
He is. He's an opera
I
singer.
have no idea.
Yeah,
Wow.
like for real, legit. That's what he did before he did the show.
I didn't
Yep.
see that one coming at all.
Yeah, look it
And
up.
he
on YouTube.
plays. Yeah, he plays the piano beautifully. Yep, he's really
Renaissance
talented.
man.
You see, like stuff like that. Like that's what I like. I like when people surprise you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like none of us are one thing, but it's so easy for us to try to put each other in a box. You know, like so
Yep.
stuff like that. I love. I think that's so great.
Yeah.
I don't really have like a celebrity crush, but I love Thranduil Lee Pace from The Hobbit, but I only like him as Thranduil. I just think he's beautiful. Like I love him in that, and just the way he talks and like how he acts, like he's so much better than all the other elves and stuff. I'm like, yeah, let's go. 'Cause you are
Oh my
awesome.
gosh.
You're like
You know
the
what?
evil/good king.
But Khalif makes fun of me though because
That's really funny.
I like characters in their evilness. I find some of that attractive too, and Khalif makes fun of me for that.
It's like he's evil, but it's good. Like he's
Yeah.
good evil.
See, I can deal with that. I can understand.
But he's not really that evil. Like he turns good at the end. But yeah, I don't
Does
know.
he
I
get
just
ugly?
like him. What?
Does he get ugly to you at the end when he turns good?
No,
Are you disappointed?
no.
Okay.
Because I knew it was always in there. You know. It's kind of like I love Darth Vader. But it's like, why do you have to turn good at the end? Why couldn't evil just conquer and they rule the galaxy in darkness? That's how I wanted it to end.
That's the Star Wars guy, right?
Yes.
I
The
mean,
one. Okay. Wasn't he like in a suit or something?
Yeah, because he got burned up.
Oh, like Freddy.
Not quite.
Okay.
But yeah.
I was just trying to get it. So I never saw that. What is Star Wars? But I saw Spaceballs, and I know it's
Yes.
like really similar. So I just remember
Lord
him.
I know it's not really
Yeah.
similar.
I think I saw the Return of the Jedi when it came out in movie theaters when it was re-released. Like when I think I was in high school when they did that, or in college. But that was the only one I've ever seen.
I've seen every single one.
But
I know,
Khalif
it's
hasn't seen any, and people always act like he's crazy.
What is it? Why people act like?
Because you haven't seen any of them.
Oh yeah.
We own all of them. Well, no, I'm sorry. The old ones. We don't own the new ones.
Are they banned from your home?
Yeah, we should just forget them.
I tried to watch one recently. Like Sherry Ann was watching one, and I tried to watch it, and I just couldn't get into it. Like it was. Oh, okay. The thing I remember is that she was saying the ship, Like they were being attacked by somebody, and their ship is like a whole country. And
Yeah.
she's like, they don't have any weapons. They're just there to get information. It's like, how do you have a ship the size of a country and don't have any weapons on it?
They're a science vessel.
Like, it didn't make any sense to me.
yeah.
Like,
I
how do you
don't
have a
know.
whole city or a country and you can't protect it because your ship is just gathering information? Why are you
Well,
going out amongst dangerous aliens and you don't have any weapons?
hey, New Zealand doesn't have an air force, like a navy, nothing like that in their real country. So
But who's gonna go all the way out there to do
I don't
anything?
ask George Lucas. Okay? Just pretend it makes sense. That's what I do.
That's funny.
Oh man, so okay, Gina versus Gina was saying that Candyman was the scariest character
Yes.
for her. She said she
Candyman
had no mirrors for her after for a long time after seeing it.
Okay, did anyone else go in front of the mirror and just think about it and just not do it? I sure did.
Craziness. No.
I was in front of the mirror like, no way.
That was scary. That impacted me, that movie. That movie freaked me out.
That was really good.
And see, for a celebrity crush, because that's how we started with this.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I have any. I mean, I don't know too many celebrities like with movies so I don't have a crush. I mean, there's some I may say are pretty or what, but yeah, I'm really not into them. I used to love Leah Remini, but that was like whenever she was on King of Queens. So I mean, that was a long time ago when that show was still on. So I don't know anything about her now. But yeah, when she was on that show, I loved her back then.
She is beautiful.
So yeah.
I'm pretty sure she still is. So yeah.
Well, that's what I saw you. Oh, and I also actually did. Okay, one crush I did have was Rebecca Howell from Cheers, Kirstie Alley.
Oh yeah.
Especially when she was on Cheers. I don't know what else she did, but I loved her on Cheers.
She was in a Star Trek movie.
Look who's talking.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, and she was good in Look Who's Talking too.
For Richer or for Poorer, with Tim Allen. That was a funny movie.
Oh yeah, that was good. They went to they were hiding out witness protection
With the Amish.
Yeah, that was funny. Okay, I do remember that.
Okay, I have to ask this question from Matthew now because it just like it fits in this. And the full question won't load, so I'll just read from what I have. Yeah. He says, which do you prefer, Star Trek or Star Wars, and who would be your most favorite character, if any? And his other part is cut off, so I can't. But he says Star Trek has a bit more of an edge in terms of variety.
See, him and I have had... Oh. See.
You can answer for me. Tell me, Sarah, what? Tell me, show me the way.
See, I grew up with Star Trek. Like, it was, like, really prominent in my family. And Star Wars, equally. See, Matthew and I have had this discussion, and it's very hard for me to pick Star Trek or Star Wars. But I think I would pick Star Trek because there is kind of, like, more variety of things that can happen. And I would have to... See, now this is hard. Because I don't know if I could pick James T. Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard or Data. So I don't know which one I would pick. Probably...
Say the right thing.
Jean-Luc Picard.
There
He's
you
staring
go.
at me right now. I have my picture. My mom got me. She got me a painting of Jean-Luc
Wow.
Picard.
Patrick Stewart.
He's staring at me.
Oh, that's sad.
It's not. It's beautiful.
Come on, that man is awesome. Patrick Stewart, Sir Patrick Stewart is wonderful. Let's just... So yeah. I mean, I prefer Star Trek to Star Wars just because, like, I'm not as in love with Star Wars as people are. I'm just not. I've seen them just to see them, and they're like, okay, yeah, it happened. Luke, I'm your father, but whatever. But I did enjoy Star Trek, especially Jean-Luc Picard. So there you go. End of story.
We have Star Wars seat covers in our car, Star Wars bumper stickers.
What,
We have a Star Trek bumper sticker too.
why do they sell? Yeah, just help me understand that. Like, why would you want your car decorated with stuff from a space movie?
Because we love it. Like, it represents who we are.
That's what I'm wondering. What is it about the like? I've never seen it, so you have to.
I
don't
don't
get the feeling
know.
behind
I
it.
don't know. It's just I don't know what draws me to it. I'm
Okay.
not sure.
All right. Okay.
It was probably ingrained in me from childhood. Like,
Okay.
because I remember my family watching it as I was growing up and watching Star Trek, like The Next Generation. They always watched it when it was on, so it was just like a constant in my life. Those things, so it's just natural for me. I don't know.
Okay. So I know that there was Spaceballs, but I used to love Reading Rainbow, and the dude from Reading Rainbow was on the
Jordy.
Star Trek,
Jordy.
and I used to love and live in color, and they once did a parody called The Wrath of Farrakhan, and that
Oh
was
my
like really,
god.
really funny. So I think I'm gonna have to go with Star Trek because they've had more people make fun of them. Plus, I love Twilight Zone, and William Shatner starred in a few Twilight Zone
Yes.
episodes.
There you go.
So
Yes.
I'll have to go with
Good
Star
choice.
By
Trek.
association, you're going with Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because of all that. Yeah, I don't know anything about the show, but
That's enough.
gotta
That
pick
works. We'll take it.
and
Yeah.
I can't name one person who was in Star Wars.
Harrison Ford
Really?
was in Star Wars. Yeah. He was Han
Wow.
Solo.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a total, I guess, nerd or something here.
Yeah, I don't know who that character is, but I know who Harrison Ford is.
What about James Earl Jones doing the voice of?
Yes, he was the voice
Darth
of Darth
Vader.
Vader.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
See, there's something in there for everybody.
Yeah.
Okay, so Matthew's character choices was Data and
Mhm.
Georgie.
Jordy.
Jordy.
Jordy? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Reading Rainbow for you. That's his name for you. Is Reading Rainbow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Or Roots. Either one. Y'all can
Yes,
get
yes.
Kunta. All right. All right. So we go with that. Okay. So Brax Pant as I guess. See, it's the movies. We're gonna stick with movies now.
Oh,
What is
boy.
better, Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit?
Lord of the
Oh,
Rings.
The movies? Lord of the Rings. Hands down.
Oh, see, I'm torn. I am torn.
I'm not.
We're having this conversation.
I'm not. The Hobbit movies are like, let's make Lord of the Rings over again.
No,
Script.
completely different to me. See? I don't know. I think in my heart, I'll say the Lord of the Rings because they were the first, and they're the first that captured me. So yeah. So,
I mean, I think the Hobbit movies are good, but I think they were trying to recapture what the Lord of the Rings did. And that's just my opinion. But yeah. I think the Lord of the Rings movies were fantastic.
yeah, they
felt
were.
more epic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I love Smaug and the whole dragon thing and the dwarves. And The Hobbit has my man in it, Lee Pace.
Oh gosh.
Andrew,
Yes.
so it's tough for me. But
I think
I'll
I would say Lord of the Rings. Because apparently I saw one or I don't know.
He saw two of them and he doesn't remember them.
Cheyenne said I saw The Hobbit. I don't remember
gosh.
a scene from The Hobbit.
He saw the first two.
Except
He doesn't remember
there were these guys who just were singing all the time. There's the only thing I remember about it is
they
that
sang once.
it's all I remember in my head is like the singing movie is The Hobbit. So Lord of the Rings, even though I wish it was cut in half. I wish you could remove every non-fighting scene from Lord of the Rings and just put all the fights together. And it would be probably the second greatest movie ever.
You obviously haven't seen the extended versions.
I don't think so. But my problem with Lord of the Rings is the Frodo is how he turned on his boy.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Like his boy had his back so much that you thought that they had something going on.
Yes. Yes.
And
They did have like
I mean,
a love affair with each other.
yeah.
Did.
But then it
Yeah,
took
it was
like
kind of
2
a love
seconds,
story, really.
and some monster shows up, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Sam, I don't need you anymore," and he's like, "No, don't forget about your Sam, Frodo, no," like he was putting the lamps out. Your Sam. Remember the strawberries and cream back in the he's going to all that stuff. And it's like, yo, this guy obviously loves you, and you want like kick him down the mountain because some monster is all the precious, and now sudden you forget about your friend.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't like.
Yeah, but that's
But it
the
turned right
nature.
at the end.
Yeah.
They
yeah,
held
he had to
each
lose a
other
finger.
closely.
They did.
Amongst the lava.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. So Gina says that Lord of the Rings. Oh man, and what person is your favorite? I think that's the same. That's a follow up
Oh, for Lord of the Rings?
for the Lord of the Rings or Hobbit question.
Bilbo for sure.
Really?
Yeah.
Bilbo was the uncle, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I liked Bilbo.
For the Lord of the Rings, Boromir was my favorite, even though he's only in the first one. And then Gandalf, if I have to pick somebody else for the rest of the show. And then, obviously, Thranduil in The Hobbit. He's my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, I don't
Hard.
know. Yeah. I mean, especially now trying to run through who was in the movie,
Mhm.
like the characters and how they acted. I mean, yeah.
That's a tough
Kylie,
question.
do you have one? I have to think about that for another second.
His is Sam. Right?
Yeah, right?
No, because I felt like Sam should have just turned around.
Aw,
Sam should have just
see?
been like, yo, man, you on your own. I'm sorry. But I don't know because it's like, yeah, you liked Gandalf when he had some of the power, but Gandalf was foolish and didn't use his power in a wise way to me. I don't know. I mean, honestly, my favorite part of the movie was that big fireball eye.
Oh, yeah,
And
the Eye of Sauron.
I was trying forever to get a screensaver for my computer, for my laptop that would just be that big eye staring back at you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So
And
his
I
favorite character was the Eye of Sauron.
So that
So
was
the
the thing.
evilest thing in the entire movie is your favorite.
Exactly.
It was that eye at first, and then I don't know. All of them just were foolish to me. I did like the little dwarf. I think it was a dwarf or elf or
Gimli?
something, whatever he was. The one
No,
with
it was
the
Frodo's friends.
with the
His
axe.
cousin.
Gimli.
Oh, it was Gimli. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the
Gimli.
axe that was like real tough, and he didn't like the dude with the arrow.
Boromir.
Gimli.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Nah, that
Oh,
guy lived.
Yeah.
He kept shooting arrows in the forest. and stuff.
Legolas.
Yes,
Legolas?
yes.
Okay.
Oh man, see, it's coming to me. Okay, so
Yes, he's all coming back. Yeah, I don't have a favorite. I just
I don't
can't think
know.
of.
It's
It's
hard.
Yeah, no one's sticking out in my mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the eagle.
They
That's
don't
my
get enough credit.
favorite. That's
Man,
my
those
favorite.
eagles come in and save them all the time.
Yeah. Either the eagle or those ghosts, that ghost army.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
The
Yeah.
arm is cool.
Yeah. Okay, there you go. There you go. The king of the ghost army. That's
Okay,
my
there you
favorite
go.
character.
Yeah, he was kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. I pass on that one.
Wow, I can't believe we probably spent about 25 to 30 minutes talking about movies.
Yeah.
That's how it goes sometimes.
They're
Yeah, and many of them have been bad. Is that the legacy we want to leave for the
Yes.
Renew show? Is that it?
Apparently.
Watch movies.
Right? In order to stop being fat, watch a bunch of movies that are 3 hours long. That's how you
Yeah.
do it.
Sounds good.
Aw, Rebecca says that it saddens her heart that I haven't seen the Disney movies.
Yes.
All right, Rebecca, if there's one you could recommend, write it in the comments and tell me the one Disney movie that I have to watch above.
Oh my gosh, Rebecca, don't do that.
I'll
Don't do
watch
that
it.
to him.
I'll watch
You
it.
will watch it, but he'll suffer through it. It's really
Ooh.
not his cup of tea.
Gina said the trees were cool.
Oh,
The
they
trees were very
were.
cool.
Yeah, they just took too long to talk. Like that was my
But
thing.
man, when they went to fight, they kicked butt. I mean,
Yeah,
like,
they did. Wow, this is sad.
has anybody seen? Do you know what Veggie Tales is? Right?
Hmm.
Yes, I watch VeggieTales.
Has anybody seen their version of the Lord of the Rings?
We
It's called
watched it.
The
I
Lord
don't
of the
remember it.
Beans. Yes,
Yes, but
I
we
can.
watched it.
Yes, it cracks me up every time I watch it. It's like Lego Lamb, and it's funny.
Huh. All right, so I have a question to kind of just end all of this. Since we're
Okay.
not going to be on live Tuesday nights anymore, what are you going to do on Tuesday nights?
Hmm.
I'm gonna go to bed early.
Realistically, I'm probably gonna watch something on Netflix. Most likely.
Hopefully, I'll be spending time with Khalif because we have no other weeknights to kind of spend together. So
Yeah,
That's
I
nice.
hope that we get,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend it praying together, Bible study, and just talking and
You guys
using
do
that
Bible
as a
study
night.
at night? I'd fall asleep.
Um, we used to, and then we went through a long time where we were waking up very early. Like when I was waking up to go to work out, waking up at 4, we would do that. We would at least have devotion and stuff in the morning.
In the morning. Good
Yeah.
in the morning.
But I'm
Evening.
sleepy in the morning. At night, I'm fine. Like
Me too.
I won't be up until 3 because we have to leave the house by 6 tomorrow morning. But I could easily many nights I stay up till 2 or 3 because I'll be working on something. I get into a groove and I keep doing it. So I have to force myself to go to bed early. But yeah, that's what my Tuesday nights are gonna look like. Spending it with Sherry
Cool.
and doing something. You know. All right.
that's the
So
hope.
yeah. All right. So this is it. This is the end. If you didn't watch the video that explained what all is going to happen, just quickly, we are going to be still broadcasting or still publishing videos every Tuesday night, but they're going to be pre-recorded and it probably will be shorter than an hour. Um, so you won't be able to interact with us live that way, but you'll just have to do it ahead of time. So anyway, after this video, within a day or two, I'll put up a video just telling you guys how you can still participate in the show with suggestions, ideas, questions, comments, if you want to be a guest, all those types of things. So we just hope you have a good night, hope you have a good week, and want to thank you all for the support you've given us over the last 2+ years, and hope that it will continue in the future. And that's it. Does anybody else have anything that you want to say before I hit the button?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
just
thank you.
thank you.
All right. Have a good week, everyone.
Bye
Bye.
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 Bye.